Greetings, Ventures, it's Lorne, and I am very, very happy right now. So, as most of you can tell from the title, Season 2 of DanMachi was confirmed to be released in summer, but that's the main bulk of the video, and I'll get to that in a sec, but we just got to address that the Heir of the Orion movie recently launched in Japan, in the theaters, last Friday, and it's been released, so I just want to warn everybody that there might be spoilers out there if you don't want to know about that stuff concerning the movie until you see it for yourself, because they did confirm that it's going to release in areas like North America, United Kingdom, Australia, Taiwan, Hong Kong, South Korea, Singapore, Malaysia, Indonesia, Philippines, and Thailand. And specifically, Sentai Filmworks did already say that they would be releasing that movie in North America sometime in early 2019, and I myself am hoping that the Heir of the Orion movie will launch hopefully in April, because that's a 2-month window, and that's the same type of time frame that the No Game No Life movie got when Sentai Filmworks brought it over from Japan into the United States. So hopefully we see that there. But as far as I can tell, the Heir of the Orion movie has had a lot of positive reception, and I'm really happy about that, and I can't wait to see it myself. But let's get down into the main bulk of the video, guys. Season 2 of DanMachi has been revealed to be released in summer 2019, so we're months away from it. It's probably going to premiere in late June or early July, so only about 4 to 5 months away, and I am super excited for it because it delves into content that really just starts the spiral of DanMachi being so good. Such a great story. It just starts from volume 6 and it just spirals upward into greatness, in my opinion, and I can't wait for that to happen. They basically revealed this information during a stage show after the premiere of the movie, and they did also say, I believe a while ago, they announced back a few weeks ago that at Anime Japan 2019, that's going to be happening on March 22nd, they'll be revealing more information about Season 2. And because now that we know that Season 2 is happening in summer, I do think we're going to see maybe a promotional video for it. We'll definitely see artwork for it, but if it's happening in summer, we should be seeing a promotional video, a PV, as you will. Now, as for the material that Season 2 could potentially cover, I'm thinking that it's going to only be about 3 volumes worth, so Volume 6 through 8 would be a good stopping point, because starting at Volume 9, there's an arc that lasts until Volume 11, and there's no way they're going to be able to adapt that into a 1-core season, which I think this is going to be, because it's hard to see them making a 2-core season of DanMachi, meaning like 24 episodes, after releasing the movie in February, and then we're going into summer. Unless they have announced this, they announced both the movie and Season 2 officially almost exactly a year ago in February 2018, so it is possible that Season 2 could be a 2-core anime, since it's been almost a year, and then it's going to be and some on our way to summer. But since JC Staff is in charge of this production, I really don't think it's a good idea to be doing a 2-core anime unless it really has been in the oven cooking for a long time, because JC Staff is working on a lot of stuff right now. They're doing a Sir Magical Index Season 3 that's airing right now. They're also doing Data Live Season 3 that's airing right now. Then they have One Punch Man Season 2 next season in spring. They're in charge of doing the Konosuba movie. They recently announced adaptations for the Index Side series, Railgun Season 3, and also Accelerator. So JC Staff has a lot on their plate right now, and I can't help but to worry about DanMachi if they're going to be doing all these projects, and DanMachi being a 2-core anime, if that's what it's going to be. Because if you've seen some of the stills and animations in the past anime that JC Staff has been making so far, like Shokugeki no Soma, like especially the 2nd and 3rd season, it looks like a lot of slideshow type-esque animation. Like, you got lots of panning shots, lots of stills, not the type of animation you originally saw in Season 1 of Shokugeki. And then, like I said, Index Season 3 is being worked on right now. A lot of fans are discontent with the pace of the anime, and as you can see in some of the images I'm going to show, there are a lot of times where the animation is not consistent. Sometimes stuff goes off model. And then in Data Live Season 3, you can see in this fight scene right here that there's a lot of skipping going on. Like, the animations just not happening, and there's lots of still shots. They're skipping over things that looks like it'll be corrected in the Blu-ray, and it's just disappointing for fans of Data Live and Index, seeing the quality that's happening right there. Index is getting a little bit better as the season goes on, but that's what really worries me about this adaptation of Season 2 of DanMachi. So I will say this from the bottom of my heart, JC staff, don't fuck this up. Anyway, so hopefully Season 2 does really well. I'm really excited to see it. A lot of my favorite scenes actually happen in Volume 6, which will be the first few episodes of Season 2. So hopefully we're in for a treat there. Just, JC staff, please let me have faith in you, because your adaptation of Sword of Ratoria was rushed, and some of the scenes were, including this fight scene with Otter. It just seems so lazy. There's not that much animation going on. It could have been... Sword of Ratoria is like the definition of an anime that could have been so much more, especially based on reading the light novels, and it just wasn't there in animated form. I highly suggest, if you were disappointed by the Sword of Ratoria side series, to read the light novels, because they are high and above so much better. Also, if you're hyped about the Era of the Orion movie, and you don't already know about the DanMachi mobile game, DanMachi Memoria Freeze, you can download that from the iOS and Google Play stores and play through that content. You can see a lot of the characters in DanMachi interact with each other in ways you don't see in the anime and even the light novels. There's original stories actually in the game, including a really cool Christmas story one, as well as something called Grand Day, which was the anniversary event story. And both of those were written by Fujino Mori, the author of the light novel series. So even if you aren't into mobile games and you don't want to put any money into the game, you can at least experience DanMachi, if only for the original story content, because it is a joy to read through, especially those written by Fujino Mori sensei. And also right now is a really good time to get into the game, because there is an Era of the Orion prologue which features Artemis and her familia before the events of the movie. And also right now there's a campaign for the movie itself, where you can see movie units in the game, like they wear the attire that they have in the movie, like Belle, Ryu, Hestia, Artemis, Lily, and Wealth. You get to get those characters into the game and play with them before we can even see the movie, which is kind of cool. And also, there's a story half-off campaign right now, so you can rush through the story content in the game and really get caught up to where everyone else is. And the event that's happening right now in DanMachi is actually based on a short story placed at the end of Volume 4 of the light novels, and that actually was not adapted by the anime. So you actually will be able to experience canon content that has not been adapted yet by the anime, and probably won't be because it was skipped over as being part of Volume 4, with the anime adapting to the end of Volume 5. So that's definitely another good reason to get into DanMachi. And speaking of story content, the Japanese moviegoers that watched the Era of the Orion movie are actually being handed out 2 different mini-novels based on when they watched the movie. First week moviegoers will actually get a mini-novel titled A Fading Journey. That might not be an accurate translation, but it covers a 10-day journey made by Belle, Artemis, Hestia, and Lily that happens during the movie, and I assume that it's them moving from Orario to a different location in the movie, and that's just showed as like a little slideshow or a montage, and then this mini-novel goes in depth on those events. And both these novels are written by Fujino Mori, the author of the light novel series, and they're only about 60 pages in Japanese, which would probably roughly translate to about 40-page novels here, if we're talking about the North American size of the books. And those who watched the movie in its second week of running will get a mini-novel titled One Love, which is about Artemis and her days prior to meeting Belle in the movie. And I really do wish to see both those novels translated into English. Like, maybe we'll get them as part of a collector's edition when the movie gets a physical release here. Or maybe some amazing person in the DanMachi community will actually fan translate those novels. Either way, I really do hope we see those novels at some point in translated form so we can enjoy them as much as the audience in Japan will. And besides the movie and Season 2, we do have some exciting DanMachi content coming in the near future. This Tuesday, February 19th, we'll be getting Volume 8 of Sword of Ratoria, and that's going to be centered around Bait. And I'm actually excited to read that one because a lot of people don't like the character of Bait because he's hot-headed, because he's so antagonistic towards Belle. But I think this volume right here will shed some light on Bait's character and help us appreciate him more. I really do like him at reading through Sword of Ratoria and some of the main series, but to those of you that doubt Bait, I believe in him. And also on that same day, February 19th, we'll be getting the second volume of the manga adaptation of Familia Chronicle episode review, and I can't wait to get my hands on that because I really like the art style that they use for this manga, and of course, as you can probably tell, Ryu is my favorite character. Then on March 19th, we'll be getting the release of the English translation of the main series, Volume 13, and I'm really excited to read this novel because Volume 12 ends on such a cliffhanger. If Volume 12 was 2 pages less, then I'd be like, alright, cool, I can't wait for the next volume. But because those 2 pages happened, I was like, oh, I gotta read the next novel now, and it doesn't come out until like 5 months later. But we will finally be able to read Volume 13 in March, and I can't wait to get my hands on it. Then on June 18th, we'll be getting the English release of Sword Oratoria, Volume 9, and this time it's going to feature Ai's heavily, specifically her past, and that's going to be very, very interesting because we have a lot of questions about Ai's. We don't get to see much of her thoughts in the Sword Oratoria anime, and she just seems like an aloof character, but I think Volume 9 is going to give us a lot of background about her and help us understand the character of Ai's more, and I can't wait to read that too. I just can't wait to get more DanMachi material in general. And do remember that, of course, old light novels are being translated by Yen Press. And then in August, we also have 2 DanMachi releases, the first of which is the Sword Oratoria art book, which will be releasing on August 20th, and this is based, of course, on the Sword Oratoria series. You'll get to see a lot of art that's used in here, and the artist for that series is Kiyotaka Himura, and they are also the artist, the illustrator for the Magical Index series, which is probably their most known for work. And then on that same day, August 20th, we'll be getting the Granddaddy release that is Volume 14 of the main series. And the reason I say Granddaddy is because this volume, when you see like the Japanese version of the book, it is thick. It is huge. It's gonna be, I probably think it's gonna be like 350 pages when translated into English, and oh my gosh, I can't wait to get my hands on that, because as you can see, that cover speaks volumes, and that's not a pun. I'm so ready for that. And this volume actually came out in December in Japan, so we're going to be caught up to the novels at that point, but I think we'll see Volume 15 released in Japan before Volume 14 releases in English. But man, we're about to be on the same pace for the main series as Japan, and I can't wait to see DanMachi content that's basically very, very new and recent, and I won't have to be as scared as spoilers as much because we'll be so close to the Japanese release. Now, that was a lot of information to take in, but we are in for a lot of DanMachi content in the very near future, and I can't be more excited than I already am. Can't wait to see the movie in theaters. Hopefully Sentai Filmworks gives us a date soon, and then Season 2 is happening in the summer. Hopefully JC staff can deliver and give us a good adaptation of the source material. And of course, oldie light novel announcements and release dates are very exciting as well. And it's just a really good time to be a fan of DanMachi right now. We're getting a movie, Season 2, we're gonna catch up to the main series releases. It's such a great time. And allow me to plug myself in right here. I did do a trailer analysis for the Orion Movie, along with the prologue that's present in the DanMemo mobile game. So definitely give that video a watch. And what isn't addressed in that video is a trailer that released after that video was released. So I will also link the second trailer for the Orion Movie in the description as well. And also, when the Sword Oratoria Volume 8 comes out, I'll be reading that as fast as I can and then making a video about that. So you should expect a video about Sword Oratoria Volume 8 during this week. But guys, I want to know what you're most excited about to see. Is it the movie? Is it the stuff that's going to happen in Season 2? If you read the light novels, which novels are you most excited to see animated? I'm pretty sure it's only going to be One Core Volume 6 through 8, but you can include the arc in Volume 9 through 11 if that's something you really want to see animated, and I know I do. But personally, my favorite out of the first 3 books that are probably will be in Season 2, 6 through 8, is this one right here. But again, so many characters are going to be introduced, and just avoid too many spoilers in the comments below, because there are going to be people watching this video that are anime only and haven't read the light novel, so please be careful with what you type. But guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed the content and want to see more, go ahead and give this video a like and subscribe to my channel for more. If you want to follow up on what I'm doing, follow my Twitter and also join my Discord for discussion. I also put a lot of the news articles about DanMachi itself on my Discord channel as soon as they pop up, so you don't have to wait for a video to see that type of stuff. And finally, continue enjoying your time venturing in Orario and the dungeon. This is Lorne, signing out.